Hello. Today is Tuesday, not Thursday. It is tutorial Tuesday. Today I'm going to work on another JavaScript tutorial, another course from Recode Camp. Just getting that set up right now. Keep forgetting that Recode Camp does not use a login, so or a password for login. You have to get the code emailed to you. So it's taken me a moment to get that set up here. So bear with me while I am doing that. Though I'm going to kind of talk off the top of my head about how everything's been going, and which is to say, not well. So you may have missed me last week. Close to the camera there. Hello there. All right. Gonna try to make it. Trying to do a little. Have a more relaxed mean to me. Uh, Lots of. I'm just going through my email. There's lots of real Python courses there. So been a little stressed out. And haven't had things working out for me that well. So, what I'm trying to do, and as I try to, I'm going to bring this closer to me, and hopefully it's not too much in the way. Maybe I can, yeah, maybe I can bring it down here. Oh, that's pretty nice. I think I like that. That's pretty good. Okay. Well, we lost it there for a second. Uh, oh boy, this is not going great. Let me see how far I can extend this telescope out. And I think that's kind of good right there. But okay, we might pick up a little bit more um, noise from the. Let's see. Yeah, might pick up a little bit more noise from the keyboard here. But let's see. Uh, I want to, and now I want to bring this down a little bit more. There we go. Okay. I want to set some stream markers here that we're starting the stream here. Switch back to that. Okay, hopefully it's not too bad today as far as resources are concerned, because I did not restart my computer, so I might have some processes running that are getting in the way of having an optimal streaming experience here. But as I just meander here, let me just talk about what I think I want this Tuesday stream to be about. Um, and that is just let's get some work done. Let's do something that pushes our goals forward. For me, that is to learn JavaScript so that I can better contribute to open source software that I like to use. And that is Obsidian, that is Crosshair, um, the crossword platform. And yeah, so I'm not that great with the style, the front end user interfaces and stuff like that. Um, I've always been good with, thinking through algorithms and optimizing algorithms, and if there's something that I can do in that vein. But even on a higher level, just uh, implementing a feature is something that I would be interested in doing. And there's always the bug fixes, the um, bug chasing. That's fun. But mainly, what I want to do is just contribute um, something. I've built up a lot of tech skills in the past 10 years, 15 years, and I haven't really used them. And I want to be able to do that a little bit better. So what I'm doing now, I'm just getting this set up, and my mind is just meandering all over the place. So let me get what I initially came to my pre, to my Thunderbird email was to find the code. Here it is. Okay, for logging into Recode Camp, and here we go. Now, I hope that the music is playing. The music is not playing. Let me get that music going right now. Background playlist will be going there, and then we should have a currently playing overlay. That comes up every now and then, I think. I think it does. So I'm going to work through some tutorials here. Let me go and share my screen now. And now I can exit out of the administration aspect of doing all this and share my screen. So let's get going over to Recode Camp, and I'm logged in, I think, with my account. Yeah, there's me. That's me. And I'm going to go to the curriculum, and we're going to find Rosetta code. That's funny. I wonder what that's about. JavaScript algorithms and data structures. And we left off on step 17. We did not start that, but we did go through up to 16. So I think what we want to do is probably go and revisit these just to, yeah, I don't need to see a preview. Just to see what is happening, basically. I forgot to update my chat here for a second here. I did figure out last night. I figured out how to use StreamerBot to get chat up on the screen, to do an overlay with the chat. That was huge for me to find that out. However, it's not for this stream. It's for my stream that I do, where I do KevDub Solves at Twitch, on Twitch, and which I took a break from doing that. And so, let's see. Okay, so yeah, I was moving around the currently playing stuff and all that stuff, so that was a little bit out of order there. Might show up at weird places. Yeah. Okay. So, what do I want to do here? Yeah, there we are. Okay. Yeah, I want to recap what we did, and to pop this over. I've got my daily note. What I want to do with my actions today. Yeah, Norco from the Steam wish list is on sale. However, I think that sale has ended. I would like to do that. I was going to set my intention, but it didn't. It didn't work. Okay, so we're going to yeah, stream tutorial Tuesday, and I'm gonna try to just say learn basic JavaScript. And so, yeah, what do I want to do? So we're on step 17. I want to just review what covered last 2 weeks ago. Because I did miss last week because I was not feeling great, mentally and physically. So, I'm going to try to vibe through this, learning this. And it's weird. Why is this not like fully on here? Oh, there it goes now. What was that? Maybe I stretched out or something. Okay, let's see. What can we get started here? Actually, want to change something with, okay, so I don't know if the microphone's loud enough. I think I'm just going to increase the gain. I'm not sure. I think in general I just want it louder, and then like if I do end up getting really loud, hopefully it'll start like clipping, and then. But I really do want it louder before it gets to the limiter. So apologies if this is not perfect, but I really do want to get this at least in the yellow most of the time. So let's do that, because I'm not going to be yelling. I'm going to try to be much softer with my tones here, so hopefully that is loud enough. But do let me know. And let's see. So I've got my control panel. Let's go there. There we go. Yeah, so let's just take some time and focus on the things we want to do. So, and that for me is to now review this JavaScript's algorithms and data structures on Free Code Camp. And let me know what it is for you. And let's try to do the next 25 minutes. I think maybe what I want to do, I kind of do want to do some Pomodoros, but yeah, I'll have to think about that. I think later on, because I do want to spend most of the day doing this, I think later on today, what I'll do is I'll try to set that up, and maybe I should keep a note about what I want to do today. And so let me see what I want to do. So I can do like checklists. Okay, so the Norco thing. All right, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna say Tutorial Tuesday. This is a little laggy. I think something is a little amiss here. It is taking quite a lot, and there's an... Yeah, okay. I think LibreWolf is taking up a lot of resources for really just memory, just a lot of memory. Okay, well, I don't think there's any getting around that. Obsidian is taking quite a lot of memory as well. It's so weird. Why does it need a gigabyte of memory? You know? Why? What are you keeping in the cache there? Okay. So for Tutorial Tuesday, what we want to do is we want to get through. Now, what would be nice is if we get all the way through, is to finish section 3. That would be lovely. Then at the end of this, near the end of this day, what I want to do is to set up chat and streamer bots for this channel. And what else would I like to accomplish? It's always nice to have 3, right? Chat 3, setup 3. Okay, let's see. Yeah, streamer bot, and then there was something else I wanted to set up. It's not the microphone. I do want to set up a streamer bot. I was just talking about it, and I can't remember. Yeah, I think we'll set up Pomodoros or stream. That sounds like a good day. That sounds like a lovely day. Okay. If we can do those 3 things, that'll be great. I usually just ignore these things, especially the monthly review and the weekly review. If you're a fan of, or if you have read or heard of anybody talking about David Allen, I'm actually just going to delete this. It's way too much. Way too much space taking up there. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yes, I'll just go back over to here. If you're a fan of David Allen, if you've read his book, Getting Things Done, or if you've followed Carl Pauline at all, you might know about doing daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly reviews of your systems. And yeah, that definitely burned me out a bit, trying to do those every day and every week. So I have kind of abandoned them for the time being. At some point I'll probably come back to them, but for now I'm just gonna just avoid doing them. I think by the end of this year I'm going to need to do a complete overhaul of my system again. Not really an overhaul, but really a stripping down back down to the basics, because it has become a little bit encumbered by its own size, and Obsidian has gotten a little sluggish, a little slow to load, and there's lots of things that I need to kind of optimize and trim down. But now I'm going to shift my focus now to doing this. So I wonder if I can. Yeah, I could set up a timer. I don't want to do it right now. I want to focus on doing this. Okay. So for the next couple hours, I'm going to focus on doing this. So feel free to follow along, or, do whatever you are doing today. And let's see. JavaScript is a powerful language which allows you to build websites that are interactive. Right, so to get started. So I thought we wrote our code already. Are we just redoing this already? Oh. Let me go back. We did all of the... We did all the other stuff. I wonder why I can't go back and see what I did. That's a problem. Like, I can't just go into here and see what I did. I just want to see what I did. Oh, that kind of sucks, honestly. Okay, so we did, wow. I'm not a fan of this. Wouldn't it be saved somehow? Powerful language allows you to build up websites that are interactive. And we used we used HTML boilerplate. We created all that from scratch. From trying to work through that. I do remember that took a while. That took quite a bit of time. So is there a way to move ahead? Yes, there is. I can just go up to there. Step 2. So we already did steps 1 through 16. I just want to make sure that I'm understanding where we left off. Right. And then we did some script, inserting some JavaScript, and then we created another. Right, we created a separate file for the script itself to handle the logic and all that stuff. And let's see. Let's go back to index. No, oh wait, that's index. That's the file. Okay. Go back to 16. Let's see if we can finish off where we left off here. So there's a slight problem. We have our boilerplate. Yeah, boilerplate doc type HTML lang is English, and that was all part of that. And then we have our header, which contains information about the character set, which style sheet to use, the title, which is going to show up at the top of the page of the HTML page of the website, a script that we're going to use, the location of the file for the script, so location of the style sheet, location of the script, all in the head. Okay, body was all these divs here. Div ID was game, which held stats, another div there, and we did a span of XP, health, and gold, and we were dynamically changing that somehow, right? Those are all hard-coded right now. I think what we did in this last one was to... I don't know why 20... Oh, that's the 26th line. I thought 26 was part of the code. Okay. Go to store, go to cave, fight dragon. Let's see. What's our problem here? The script tag is in the head element, okay. This means your code runs before the browser has finished reading the HTML. Document query selector will not see the button because the browser hasn't processed it yet. That's why, okay. So I need to put that script at the bottom, right? So we're gonna move that out of the head element, place the body element at the bottom. And then that runs the code. So it's gonna, so does the body just continuously, continuously update? Oh no, it has to. Right. Okay. Doesn't continuously update, but it needs to run the order of operations here. The head. It's gonna run the head first before it does any of the body. And that's how you work the body. So let's get on to the next thing here. We're gonna have to do 170, or we're down to 160 some. Yeah, 166. But we're gonna build this out. And I'm gonna take a little bit to get going with this, but we'll be focusing on this. Okay. I should listen to some calming music. Honestly. Yeah, let me bring up Josh's tracks into my ears so you can hear it on your end. But I had it lowered. So let me get that going. Well, button 1 is a variable that is not going to be reassigned if you are not going to assign a new variable. Best practice to use the const keyword to declare it instead of the let keyword, right? Of course. And this will tell JavaScript to throw an error if you accidentally reassign it. So I'm doing a const there. Okay. So we're learning about constants. Let me think the other thing that I was looking at was what skills we have learned here by doing these things here. Right, I don't think yeah, I did. Okay, so I did put that on here. Okay. So we want to use query selector to get the other two button elements using their IDs, button 2 and button 3. We want to store them in variables called button 2 and button 3. Remember to use const. Okay, so just like we do this, and this is just repeating. All coding is just recoding. Okay. Something happened here, and I think it was trying to do an ad or something. Yeah, there it is. Okay, become a supporter, remove interruptions. Acquire skills faster by removing interruptions and help millions of people learn. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Is there a link for support? Let me see if I can pop out of there. go to PayPal or Patreon. Okay, so I don't know how to exit out of that. Okay. Ah, shooty McNudie. Go forward. Okay. It's hot in Phoenix, and the electricity bill is high, so we're running at 80 degrees inside here with the air conditioning running just about going through a cycle about once every 15 minutes or so. So, yeah, it's not great. On top of, the physical and mental, I don't want to say unwellness, but like, they're not feeling goods. Got financial stress as well. Okay, so we got a lot to work with here. We have this index.html, and then we have this script.js that we worked on last one. Similar to your stats element, your monster stats element needs 2 span elements. Give them the class stat. See, my brain is very fuzzy today. Relax a bit. It's been... It's been many, let's say, many things going around. I don't know. I think maybe I caught a cold or something. Some kind of flu, something. Oh boy. I'm gonna try to power through today. At some point, maybe I'll rally and get some clarity here. Let's see. Similar to your stats element, your monster stats element needs 2 span elements. You give them the class stat. Okay, so... Okay. So our monster stats element needs 2 span elements. And we want to give them the class, which is the ID, I think, right? Which is stats. And we want to give both of them that? Okay, so we need 2 span elements. So we'll just copy and paste and do that. Okay, so then the second one, and then we want a text here for monster name. And it looks like they want us to put a space in there. Health space there as well. Then after each text, we're going to span there, but we're also going to add a strong element. Is it going to wrap around? Isn't that weird? So the first inner span element, we're going to have an ID. Monster name. And then the second one, we can just like copy this. We're gonna have an ID of monster health. Is that what we do? I'm not sure. I'm not entirely confident that that's correct. The button ID, we did the span ID. Oh, we have to give a class. Span class. Stat class, okay. Working with classes. Oh, okay. I think that's right. No. Still not getting a pass. So span. Yeah, okay. Yes. I mean, why is this not correct? We have monster name and then we have health. Oh, I didn't give an ID, I just said span is equal. Oh, gosh. Yeah. That'll do it. There we go. Wow. Okay. This is what I call vibe coding. Okay. Vibe learning. Everyone's in a rush. Get done. I should reread James Glick's Faster, which was a great book. Like, it's more relevant than ever. Actually, I'm gonna take a little detour right now and check out Blue Sky for a second, because I don't know, maybe James is on that platform now. Not sure. Let me see. Let's find James Click. Click. Yeah, there he is. Although he's got two things, that's probably WebBridge-y. Around.com, I don't know what that is. On the social web, click that Mass2, that's where I'm most. Okay, yeah. Melanie Mitchell is the only only person that I follow that follows him. Could be others. But let me see, maybe there was... WebBridge-y, I don't know what this is. Okay. Yeah, we have the source. Yeah, he's got a book called Faster, which talked about the acceleration of just about everything. And I think it's relevant now. Talking about everybody wants to get everything done quickly, and they don't really care if it's good or not. Because everyone's just in a rush. And I was able to resist that for a while, but then like I kind of fell into that same trap. You'll see a lot in university, but even in industry. Let's see, welcome to Dragon Repeller. So we want, what do we want to do? We just want to give the text here. I mean, that's okay. Give your text element the following text. I think what we can do, okay, but yeah, but we want it to be strong. We must have strong. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah. So give that text, and that was the test to realize that was just in bold, and so you use the strong tag, and then you use span for that. This is getting all sorts of messy. You can close the preview. That's kind of nice, actually. Let's do some quick styling. We want to give our body a background color set to that, but then, okay, so where do we do that? We do that at the body. And I think you do style. And doesn't that work? No. Okay. Yeah, how do we do that? See. I thought you do styled here. I'm gonna have to look something up because I don't know. You're saying quick styling. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, you know, it's saying quick styling, but I don't think that's what. We're not doing it in line because we do have a styles.css. Oh, because we're supposed to be right here. Okay, duh. Right, and so what we do there is we do body, and then we do background. Color is gonna be 080823, and you can add that. Okay. There we go. Right, okay. That is correct. And then we want to give the text element a background color. Black. And then we want a color. What? Then we want padding on all sides. Alright, and then we're just missing the text at this point, I think. Okay. We want to give our game elements a maximum width. Okay, so max width. Right. I guess we were supposed to do this already. Okay. Well, what I'm looking for is... Okay, CSS. Right. So I don't know how to set that. So it is just max width. Yeah. It's just the syntax. Like, and we know what we want to do. We just don't know the exact. What do you call it? The name. I just don't know the name. The color for the game there. Okay, so we want to use margins to center it by setting the top margin. 30px. And then you want left and right to be bottom. Margin. Yeah, I don't know if that's the way to do this. Yeah, okay. Well, padding is easy because all you have to do 10px. The margin property is margin top, margin right, margin bottom, margin left. But you can also do top, left, and right, and then bottom, right. Okay. Top, right, bottom, left, so it goes clockwise. Yeah, okay, so it goes clockwise. I guess there's just no space between it. Okay, I feel like that's correct. Oh, there's no, okay, I didn't do that. There we go. No, I think it looks good, right? 30, I think that's it. Right? Yeah, so we can go to the next challenge. All right. Okay. We're going to use a selector. Give both your controls. Border of 1. Okay. Using a selector list, give both your controls. Okay. Selector 1, selector 2. I think that's it. I think that's the way you do it. Is that what works? And then we want text color. Okay, is that what we do? Yeah, okay, color, text color is just color. Okay, then give your monster stats element a, the same border and padding. It's your stats element. Okay, you can't just like inherit, right? So say white, like that works as well. And give the background. Monster health. There we go. So it doesn't look right to pass the. But yeah, okay, so you can't just do that. So that was it. Okay, so we were just copying in there. Yeah, I don't know if you can inherit from the stats, if there's a way of doing that. I don't know if there's inheritance. Because there is no... We didn't... There's no like, I don't think there's a concept of like children, like stats. Like monster stats is a stats element. I don't think that's true. Like they're just separate elements. But I don't know. I'm not too good with CSS. For now, hide your monster stats element with the display property. Okay. Is it hidden or something like that? Or none? none. Okay, so next we're going to give our stat elements a padding, right? Right, okay. We are hiding the stats though, right? So we don't really see them. Unless, wait a minute, if we... Oh, I see. Yeah, it just gives some spacing in between those two. There's three elements at the top, the XP, the health, and the gold. Right, okay. That's... Yeah. I feel like you learn a lot more JavaScript, or a lot more CSS by interacting with the web page. And trying to change how it looks. You can learn a lot that way. I Prince Valium today. Very hard to get started here. So we'll need to add some styles for our buttons. We'll start by setting the cursor property to pointer. Oops. Okay. So how do we... Is it just button? Did that do anything? I feel like that didn't do anything. I don't know if I'm selecting it correctly. Yeah, I don't know if I'm selecting it right. Oh, it is. Okay, so I am selecting it correctly. I guess pointer is just the default anyway. Oh, for the cursor. Oh, I see. It's a pointer, so otherwise, it would just be the arrow. You wouldn't know that it was... Okay, nice. That's really nice. Okay. Interesting, you can generate images. Linear gradient. Wow, that's pretty slick. Nice. Never thought you could do that with styling like that. That's pretty cool. Linear gradient, and then we have to set the border, which they just tell us is going to be 3 pixels solid FEAC32, which is that orange color. And what happens when you click on it? Nothing happens when you click. Doesn't even react. Maybe that's why it's called React. Don't know. Wanted non. We'd like to have this up here. So what are we working on first? Right, so we have that there for whatever reason, but we are working with this. Just like you did with the buttons, create variables for the following IDs and use query selector to give them the element as a value. So they're constants, but I don't know if they're buttons. Are they buttons or? Okay, yeah. Give them the element as a value, the following IDs. So are we just calling it that? And then just document query selector. Is that what we're doing? We're just calling it like that? Okay, well, I mean, I could just like copy this. Okay. Oh boy. I think it's almost time for a break. I want to try to get something up on the screen for that. So let's take a quick break. I'm gonna need to take a quick little cat nap or something. Um, let's try to come back in 15. How about that? Okay. Be back in a little bit.